Rain fell in silver streaks against the ruins of Outpost 19. The war had ended weeks ago, but the world still bled smoke and sorrow. Sergeant Leon Carver moved carefully through the rubble, his flashlight cutting across twisted metal and shattered walls. He wasn't looking for survivors anymore, just closure. But then he heard it. A sound too soft to be wind, too human to ignore. He followed it down into what used to be the infirmary, now half collapsed. Among the debris lay a makeshift cot, covered by a tattered blanket. Something or someone was breathing beneath it. Leon raised his weapon. "Don't move," he warned, stepping closer. The blanket stirred. Then a voice, broken, trembling, whispered, "Please." "Don't look at me," Leon froze. The voice was feminine, but wrong, its timbre layered, like two people speaking through each other. Alien. Slowly, he knelt. "You're injured?" A moment of silence, then, "I'm filthy. Inside and out. Leave me." Leon's instincts told him to walk away. The war between humans and the Veyari had left deep scars. Every soldier knew what they were capable of. But something in her voice, fragile, hopeless, pierced through the hardened layers of his heart. He holstered his rifle. "I've seen worse," he murmured, lifting the edge of the blanket. What he saw stole his breath. The creature beneath wasn't entirely alien, nor entirely human. Her skin was pale lavender, marred with burns and soot. Faint luminescent veins traced along her arms like rivers of light. Her hair, once silver, was tangled with ash and blood, and her eyes, those trembling eyes, glowed faintly in the dark, filled with fear and shame. She recoiled, trying to hide her face. "Don't. You'll be disgusted." Leon took a slow breath. "You're hurt." "That's all I see." She flinched when he reached out, but didn't resist as he gently peeled back the rest of the blanket. Her clothes, or what remained of them, were battle-torn. Embedded shards of human tech armor glimmered faintly under her skin. It wasn't infection. It was fusion. Leon realized the truth. She'd been caught in a biofusion explosion where alien and human biotech merged in violent, unpredictable ways. That meant she wasn't purely Veyari anymore. She wasn't purely anything. "They called me a contaminant," she whispered. "My kind burned what was left of me. Your kind left me to die." Leon's jaw tightened. "You fought in the war?" She nodded faintly. "Medic unit. I healed humans once. Before I was changed." Her body trembled as if every breath cost her pain. Leon rummaged through his pack, pulling out a med injector and a water pouch. "I can stabilize you." "Why?" she rasped. "Because you pity me?" He met her gaze. "Because I'm tired of leaving people behind." He set up a small fire in the corner of the room, the soft flicker painting her pale face with warmth. She watched him silently, wary, as he cleaned her wounds. Each time the cloth touched her skin, faint violet light pulsed beneath, reacting to contact with human warmth. "It hurts," she whispered, "but it feels alive." "Pain means you still are," he said quietly. Her lips trembled into something close to a smile. Humans and their strange comfort words. When he offered her water, she hesitated before sipping. Her throat worked slowly as though relearning something forgotten. "You risk contamination," she murmured. "The fusion strain could spread," Leon shrugged. "Then I'll glow like you do." That startled a small laugh out of her, a fragile sound, but real. She looked down at her hands, flexing them. "You shouldn't have lifted the blanket," she said softly. "You shouldn't have looked." "I don't regret it." Hours passed. Outside, the rain softened to mist. Inside, warmth grew between two beings who should have been enemies. Leon asked, "Do you have a name?" She hesitated. "Veyari don't name the broken, but before they called me Sayalitha. It means those who heal what cannot be healed." "Salitha," he repeated carefully. "I'm Leon." Her head tilted slightly. "Your name means lion in your tongue, yes? Strange. You don't seem like one." "Maybe I lost my roar," he said with a faint smirk. Her expression softened. "Then perhaps I can help you find it again." He didn't answer right away. Instead, he adjusted her blanket and set another log on the fire. The silence between them wasn't empty. It was heavy with things neither dared say aloud. Finally, she spoke. "Leon, why help me?" "Your kind hunts what's left of mine." He met her gaze. "Because you're not what they think. And maybe, neither am I." By dawn, her fever broke. The burns on her skin shimmered faintly. healing at an unnatural pace. She looked stronger, though still fragile. Leon helped her stand. She wobbled, leaning against him instinctively, her glowing hand pressing against his chest. She flinched. "Your heart, it's steady. Still works," he said, smiling faintly. "No," she whispered. "It's steady around me. Most humans, their hearts recoil from my presence." Leon met her glowing eyes. Maybe mine was waiting for yours. The word surprised even him. But they lingered between them like a fragile flame. She looked away, visibly shaken. "If we leave this place, they'll hunt us both. Human patrols, Vayari scouts. They'll call you a traitor." "Wouldn't be the first time," he said, helping her walk. "Come on." The rain stopped. They left the ruins together, moving through fog and fallen towers. The world was gray, quiet, broken, but no longer empty. Sayalitha's light pulsed softly beside him, a ghostly lantern in the gloom. As they reached the hills, her voice returned, fragile again. "Leon, if my body turns again, if the fusion consumes me, promise you'll end it." He stopped, staring at her. "That's not happening. Promise," she insisted. "You saw what happens to fusions. We become monsters." He clenched his fists. "Then I'll fight the monster with you, not against you." For a moment her expression broke, the facade of strength melting into something raw and vulnerable. Tears, luminescent like tiny stars, fell down her cheeks. "You humans, you never know when to stop being kind. Guess it's one of our flaws," he said softly. She reached up, her fingers trembling as they touched his face. "And one of your most beautiful diseases." They found an abandoned cabin in the forest outskirts. Leon gathered what supplies remained while Sayalitha sat by the broken window, watching morning light spill through the trees. Her voice came softly. "When you lifted that blanket, I thought you would scream. I wanted you to. Why? So I could hate you. It's easier that way." She turned, her eyes shimmering. "But you didn't scream. You saw what I am, and you stayed." He moved closer, kneeling before her. "Because I saw who you are." For a long moment they simply looked at each other. Her glow pulsed gently, synchronizing with the rhythm of his heartbeat. Then, without words, she leaned forward, resting her forehead against his. A surge of warmth passed between them. Memories. Pain. Hope. She whispered. "You shared your heart's rhythm with mine." "That's a very bond. You don't even know what you've done." Leon smiled faintly. "Then teach me." Days turned to weeks. Her strength returned, and with it, color to her skin. The glowing veins dimmed to a faint shimmer. She began to laugh more, to move freely, to help him rebuild the cabin. Sometimes, when the wind was soft, she'd hum in her native tongue, a melody that made the trees seem to listen. But one night, the fever came back. Leon woke to find her trembling, her body pulsing with unstable light. "Sayalitha!" She gritted her teeth. "The fusion, it's reacting. My human cells, they're rejecting it. Tell me what to do." "Run!" she gasped. "If it spreads, I could burn everything." He grabbed her shoulders. "Not without you." Her body arched, light flaring like a storm. "You don't understand." "I do," he shouted. "I chose this, you. Whatever happens, we face it together." For a moment, her light exploded outward, blinding, searing. He shielded his eyes but didn't let go. The light pulsed, then softened. When it faded, she lay trembling in his arms, eyes half open. "Leon." "I thought I was filthy," she whispered weakly. "Inside and out. But you saw something else." He brushed her hair back gently. "I saw someone worth saving." Her lips curved into a faint smile. "Then maybe I am." And as dawn crept through the cracks of the cabin, her glow faded, not gone, but gentle, resting. She slept peacefully for the first time since the war began. Leon held her close, listening to the steady rhythm of two hearts, one human, one alien, beating in quiet harmony.